Hello cadets, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well at home. So, we started with your first chapter of mathematics, that was rational numbers. We learned what are rational numbers, we represented it on number line, then we did different mathematical operations on those rational numbers. We added those rational numbers, subtracted, multiplied, and divided those rational numbers. These all things you have read earlier also. Moving further, then we discussed properties of rational numbers. So far, we have discussed two properties of rational numbers, that are closure property and commutative property. And you all have done one assignment also related to this closure and commutative property. So today our focus would be on next properties of rational numbers, that are associative property and identity property. So first of all, let us start with associative property. This property also you all have studied in your previous class. What does associative property says? A mathematical operation, a mathematical operation. What all are mathematical operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. A mathematical operation is said to be associative for a set of numbers. A mathematical operation is said to be associative for a set of numbers if it can be performed without consideration of grouping of those numbers, without consideration of grouping of those numbers, or how those numbers are grouped. Okay, we will learn about this statement with some examples so that it is more clear to us. A mathematical operation. What all are mathematical operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These are the four mathematical operations. Is said to be associative for a set of numbers. What all are the set of numbers? We have natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and rational numbers. Earlier we moved from natural numbers. Today let us start from whole numbers only. So we have a set of whole numbers, we have a set of integers, and we have a set of rational numbers. To denote a set of whole numbers, we use W, integers Z, and rational numbers Q. Now, what the statement says, a mathematical operation is said to be associative for a set of numbers if it can be performed. If these operations can be performed without consideration of grouping of those numbers. Okay, let us take whole numbers first. Okay, suppose I take three whole numbers, 4 plus 5 plus 6. Operation is addition and set of numbers is whole numbers. And I am trying to add it. What does it say? That I can add them without considering how they are grouped. How they are grouped. So how to group these? The meaning of associative is to associate. How these are associated? Okay, I may associate 4 and 5, or I may associate in this way. Either I may group 4 and 5, or I may group 5 and 6. Associative property says that you can group in any way and you will get the same result. So let us start checking for mathematical operation addition and for whole numbers first. Then slowly we will move on to rational numbers. Okay, so if you are having 4 plus 5, if you want to solve it, it is in parentheses or brackets. So obviously this will be solved first. 4 plus 5, 9 plus 6 gives you 15. Over here, 4 plus 6 plus 5 is 11. 4 plus 11 is 15. you are getting the same result. So what you can say that addition is associative for whole numbers. Addition is associative for whole numbers. Now let us check whether addition is associative for integers as well. Okay, let us make over here some integers. Although these are also integers, let us add some negative numbers also. I have written 4 plus -5 plus 6 and -4. Okay, let us make it -4 plus -5 plus 6 and -4 plus -5 plus 6. Let us use this bracket so that you understand it easily. This is -4 to denote -4 plus -5 plus 6. Let's write it again. -4 plus -5 plus 6. This is one integer, this is one integer. Negative integers I have put it in bracket. Here I am grouping these two integers. Here I am grouping these two integers. This is simple bracket and this is curly bracket. Now let us try to solve it. Okay. -4. Let us first of all open the bracket. It will be -4 plus -5 plus 6, -4 and -5. Both the numbers are negative, so we will add it. 5 plus 4 comes out to be 9. Sign will be negative. Plus 6 minus 9 plus 6. One number is negative, one number is positive. We will take the difference. Difference comes out to be 3 and we will place the negative sign along. Over here, -4 plus, let us open the bracket, -5 plus 6, -4 plus, one number is negative, one number is positive. We will take the difference and sign will be of the bigger number, -4 plus 1. So -4 plus 1 comes out to be -3. Here also you got the same result. So you can say that addition is associative for rational numbers as well. Now let us check associativity of addition for rational numbers. Let us check associativity of addition for rational numbers now. What are rational numbers? Can be expressed in the form of P upon Q. Suppose these are the three rational numbers that I have taken. Expressed in the form of P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0. I have grouped these. Okay, if you try to solve it, 3 LCM, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 5 upon 3. It comes out to be 1 plus 5 upon 3. Over here, if there is nothing in denominator, it is 1. So it comes out to be 3. 3 divided by 1, 3 multiplied by 1. This is how do we solve it? 3 divided by 3, 1 multiplied by 5. It comes out to be 3 plus 5 upon 3. It comes out to be 8 upon 3. Now, if I solve it in another way, that I combine these two numbers, let us try to solve it. So you take care of the answer. The answer was 8 upon 3. Let us try to solve it other way around. And let us check what do we get. Similarly, 1 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3 plus 5 upon 3. This was something we had taken. Let us group these two now. So it came out to be 1 upon 3 plus 3. LCM would be 3. 2 plus 5. It comes out to be 1 upon 3 plus 7 upon 3. Again, moving further, 3 LCM, 3 divided by 3, 1. 1 plus 7. 3 divided by 3, 1. Multiplied by 1. 1, and 3 divided by 3, 1 multiplied by 7, 7, 8 upon 3. So here also you got the same result. So we can say that addition is associative for whole numbers as well. So from here we got that addition is associative for set of natural numbers. Obviously natural numbers, when whole numbers are there, natural numbers are also there. Set of integers as well as set of rational numbers. Now moving further, let us check for subtraction. Let us take three whole numbers first. Suppose I have taken 4, 2 and 3. I may subtract it in this way. I want to subtract these three whole numbers. 4 minus 2 minus 3. Similarly, I write again 4 minus 2 minus 3. Let us group it in different ways. Okay, first of all, I am grouping these two and then subtracting. Here I am grouping these two and then subtracting. 4 minus 2 would come out to be 2 minus 3. Okay. Here 4 minus 2 minus 3 comes out to be minus 1. 4 minus 2 is 2 minus 3. So it comes out to be minus 1. Here 4 minus 2 minus 3. Okay, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Now minus minus plus 4 plus 1 comes out to be 5. I had written 4 minus 2 minus 3. Here also I had written 4 minus 2 minus 3. Here first of all I subtracted 2 from 4. Result I subtracted from 3. Here I tried to subtract 3 from 2 and result I subtracted from 4. Okay, 4 minus 2 I got 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3, one number is positive, one number is negative. Sign is bigger number negative and difference comes out to be 1, minus 1. 4 minus 2 minus 3. I will solve this first. 2 minus 3 comes out to be one number positive, one number negative, taking the difference 1. Sign of bigger number negative, minus 1. 4 minus minus 1, minus minus turns out to be plus. 4 plus 1 came out to be 5. So we can say that subtraction is not associative for whole numbers. Similarly, you can check for integers as well and rational numbers as well. Okay, I suppose that you check for integers by yourself. When it is not associative for whole numbers, try to check whether it is associative for integers or not. Okay, then moving on to further to rational numbers. Let us take two rational numbers, 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7, 6 upon 7. Let us try to subtract it in the same way. Okay, here what I'll get, 4 minus 5 minus 1 upon 7 minus 6 upon 7. It would be minus 7 upon 7 and answer would be minus 1. Over here, 4 upon 7 minus 5 upon 7 minus 6 upon 7. Let us group it together. 4 upon 7 minus 5 minus 6 minus 1 upon 7. It came out to be 4 upon 7 plus 1 upon 7. It came out to be 5 upon 7. So here you were getting minus 1. Here you got 5 upon 7. 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7, 6 upon 7. Similarly over here, I have grouped these two numbers first. Here I have grouped these two numbers together. So associative property says that you can group in any order. I am trying to group in any order and check whether associative property is satisfied or not. So when I grouped it over here together, 7 and 7, LCM would be 7. 4 minus 5, you get minus 1. Minus 1 upon 7. For the time being, I suppose that you all know the addition and subtraction of rational numbers. If you are confused with that, please check the videos for addition operations on rational numbers. Okay, here you got minus 1 upon 7. Here you got minus 6 upon 7. Again, 7 in denominator, minus 1 minus 6, you got minus 7. Minus 7 upon 7 give you minus 1. Over here, 4 upon 7 minus 5 upon 7 minus 6 upon 7. So 5 minus 6 minus 1 upon 7 and negative negative became positive. 4 upon 7 plus 1 upon 7 gave you 5 upon 7. So therefore, the answers are coming different. Both the answers are different. Therefore, you can say that subtraction is not associative for rational numbers. Subtraction is not associative for rational numbers. Similarly, you can check for multiplication as well as division. Okay, moving further from here, we will check associativity for multiplication and division.